Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Youier podcast. I am your host, Elle Edwards, author of Youier, and throughout this season we're going to be sharing this book with you in celebration of the Youier book birthday. If you haven't yet got your free e-copy of the book, go to youier.com/party time and you'll see there's an option there to sign up for the Holy Spirit Love Notes and get that copy for free. You'll get reminders of all the links for each episode so you don't miss the next one. With all of that said, today we are focusing on the introduction. With that reminder, each episode is quite short, so you can enjoy this in little bite-sized pieces, and I'm excited to share it with you. Are you ready for the introduction? Let's get going. Many people sleepwalk through life, following the wide path of societal expectations. Try hard in school, do your exams, go to university, get a good job, fall in love, get a mortgage, have kids, and then work like a dog for years and years. Same old, without ever really taking the time to figure out what the point of all of it is. That's tragic. But do you know what's even more sad? The folks who invest a whole lifetime trying to figure out who they are, what it means to live a life fully self-expressed, to be you, and doing a fairly decent job of trying, but never getting to Youier. At the time of recording, a lot of people don't really know what Youier is. Let's be real for a moment. A good percentage of the English-speaking world can't even say Youier. But guess what Holy Spirit whispered to me once about that? No one knew what a Google was once upon a time either. Just like penicillin had the potential to revolutionize medicine long before it was ever recognized as an antibiotic, Youier is the piece that has the potential to help you thrive, live a life of joy, and bring salvation to the nations. You just didn't know that before picking up this book. With the advent of the printing press, the unkempt masses had access to their own reading materials for the first time. With the advent of electronic readers and the independent publishing revolution, unruly storytellers like myself have the ability to bare their souls, free from the shackles of the gatekeepers dictating whose tales can or can't be heard. And so whilst I've been sharing Youier quietly behind the scenes for close on a decade, what you have before you is the first full-length book I've written with Holy Spirit. Its purpose? To introduce Youier to the unkempt masses of the world at large. To move Youier from probably the world's best-kept secret to bringing salvation to the nations. And yes, that's a lot of pressure to put on one little book. But think of this one book as one dish on a taster menu. It's not going to fill you up or sustain you for the long haul, but it'll give you enough to whet your appetite and help you decide if you're ready to order Youier for your main course. To which end, I'm going to share with you links and resources to help you dig deeper. They're optional extras because, unlike an actual dish on a taster menu, this book serves up everything you need on one book-shaped plate. The real next steps come in putting it into action, which is where the resource sections comes in. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Introduction's over. It's time to turn the page and begin. You listening along on the podcast, of course, are going to have to wait till tomorrow to begin. But in between each chapter of the book, we do have a little short soundbite from Papa, Jesus and Sam. And these were written, some context for you. Every weekday, I release the Holy Spirit Love Notes. And these are little soundbites from some of the Holy Spirit Love Notes. So I'm going to leave you with this little soundbite for you to explore and ponder on until tomorrow. This is Papa, Jesus and Sam, or Father, Son and Holy Spirit. And yes, I will share the story of why I call Holy Spirit Sam in a later episode. Anyway, are you ready? When you need more certainty about just how loved by me you are, ask. I never tire of reminding you how much I adore you, how treasured you are by me. So ignore any whisper from the enemy that you can't ask again. You can ask me anything, anytime. I love to do life with you.